careers a couple of times before, maybe. So we have Sigtuna having entered the field. I think they are similar to the Stenungsund broadcast previously. I think they are quite short on players. From what I've heard, they are 6, with 2 of them being injured in one way or another. So I think
hype up circle being slightly covered by the graphics, but you get the gist.
Maybe it was picked up on the audio either way.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, both of these teams, I mean, logically having lost their semis, I think Sigtuna lost on Universe, and then Örebro, I think, had a maybe 2 or 3 point deficit at the end of their game. But yeah, both teams know each other quite well, so I think they know a lot of what to expect, especially having seen, I think, at least half of the Sigtuna roster having played with Örebro as well at multiple points in their careers. So
yeah, Örebro getting some support from Frövi and Stenungsund by the looks of it. So this is a speedy line from Örebro.
yeah, starting out on offense.
Seems like they're completely distracted from the frisbee by the interesting ponytails that Örebro have decided to go with.
Oh yeah, everyone. That was not the case for the previous game. I guess they got busy during lunch, and it. Yeah. I mean, seems. I'm not saying that was the reason, but it seems to have worked. Nice put there from, I think it was Alva, finding Malin Erlandsson there in between 2 defenders, just like Moses parting the Red Sea, saying, "Get out of my way. This is, I'm picking this one down." Yeah. Do you think the coach of Örebro has missed the hair memo, or is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should have got a wig at least. But is Oda the one that started this? I feel like she's the one that has...
I mean, it's a style that is very reminiscent of hers.
Yeah, the crazy ponytails. It's quite a look to see everyone on a line have it. Just thinking about all the elastic bands that this takes.
And I mean, the fact that all of them were brought as well.
Yeah, that's planning.
Sigtuna there, starting out. A bit of a double cut, but clearing out. Finding Sara.
Big streaming backhands. Read well by Filippa.
Yeah. Gets a bit of a bump there, but nothing. Just compatriotic, if anything, I think.
Yeah, the big question here, I guess, for Sigtuna is how to survive with only 6.
Yeah, I think, yeah, longevity, definitely. I think the pace, they can definitely match each other. I mean, the first couple of points, it's just, I mean, a bit tactically for Sigtuna. Which players do they rest and when? Which point are the most crucial? How do we match up? And, you know, all of that. But I think a lot of these players are, I mean, having played the entire tournament already this way, I think they know what they need to do. And I think it's also a team composition that in other tournaments are not unknown to being quite short on the rosters. But Örebro moving up the sideline. Stuck now, but finding the complete other side. Swinging it to Vendela. Hitting Lisa. Alva. Just looking deep. Continuation, not quite there. Open, reset for Cornelia.
Cutting started pretty furiously and has slowed down a little bit.
You see a lot of these Örebro players just getting this sort of setting up in the.
Ooh! That is a good recognition there from Udo of like, wait a minute, that blade isn't going very far. If I just turn around, I can maybe boop this out of the way.
Yeah, good recognition there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Örebro was just setting up a lot of their cutters just upfield and then
bit of a trust throw
getting their dumps just coming down under. And Sigtuna is remaining in that cutter space and just looking to take away, giving them the dumps that gains them a meter or two. And then eventually after all of that, yeah, Oda finds the block, but then puts a bit too much sauce on it for the. I mean, Sara's a great receiver, but she's not that tall.
She's not 3 meters tall, unfortunately.
Örebro gets the disc back on their offensive attempts. Continuing with these really just low stall looks, just keeping the disc moving.
Oh, I thought that wind-up was going to lead to Huck, but Filippa's in space.
Filippa's on the disc.
Another opportunity here for Sigtuna. Can they value the disc a little more?
Finding Lina again, just striking, being on her own little island. Lina sending Sara.
That's a pretty good option.
That's a score.
A break for Sigtuna.
We see here the replay of the turn. I think looking for one of 2 players. I think, yeah, Cornelia, they're having an option to go for it, but opting to leave it for teammate instead.
Blading away from her.
And then I think the tiniest bit of confusion there, maybe making Alva not commit quite as hard as she would have otherwise, leaving the
Filippa read it
block
well,
to come
all the way as well.
Yeah, I mean, especially
she
that
knew
as
it
well.
was coming. She knew where Alva was. She just ran straight to that space, and being a little taller doesn't hurt either.
Well, Sigtuna there, up 1 break. Choosing to rest Sofia for this point, so they can prepare for five more ahead. Örebro having the luxury of, I think, having at least close to 10 players, so quite sizable differential in the roster sizes, but keeping the moment, keeping the pace.
A good switch there from Sara to cover the deep threat. Communicate well with Lynn.
Yeah, Sara just staying deep. Not quite a zone being put on, but definitely a lot of tactical switching for the
a lot of energy saving.
The structure given, yeah.
We'll call it.
Poaching off a bit there from Filippa to start save the first dump.
But effective. Örebro hasn't really moved up so much. Choosing tactically when to add that a little bit of extra oomph in the D, and is that too far?
Yeah, it's been given up on. I think at least, I mean, a good cut there from Lisa. I didn't quite see the setup, but I mean the end effect was getting separation on the and the correct timing on the correct side as well. But just the throw being a bit too far, maybe not as calibrated, having swung it back and forth 20 odd times or so, being used to the shorter throws, and then when it comes to Huck, maybe putting just a bit too much on it. But Sigtuna not trying to get stuck off of the sideline. Oda running just intervals up and down the field. Don't want to hit me under, hit me up line. Don't want to hit me up line. I'm coming back under.
The interesting part of well, I guess the dynamics of this matchup is they've all played against each other and with each other so much that you kind of know what the other player wants and how they like to do things. That a bit of mind reading sometimes.
A bit of double cutting, and then
there goes Sara down the far sideline. As Oda noticed,
shut down.
Someone did their homework.
Yeah, or I mean, someone has played with someone else for some other times maybe.
But we saw that exact setup work a lot of times in other games with Sara or Oda going down a far sideline. The other one is on the near sideline and throws it across the field onto the backside.
Just the pair of them as handlers. One of them dumping it towards the other one and then just booking it deep. But this time maybe waiting a bit too long. The option isn't quite there, needing to put up a sort of awkward backhand, being read quite well by Vendela there.
And Vendela was pretty flat to begin with, so it's a difficult. You saw how she's trying to throw it as far away from her body as possible. It's difficult to get that inside edge while also trying to do that.
Let's get this shot of the score.
And Sigtuna not really having the legs to apply much pressure at the end there.
So we are then that was an offensive point for Örebro, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I was going to say we are back on serve, but score being 2-2 should not
So
entail
if this
that.
was a regular game, you'd be pretty happy with that as a D-line of getting a turn and tiring out the O-line. Just a shame that...
you tired out your own O-line as well. Since your O-line is your D-line.
Yeah. Some great movement here, flowing quickly up the field. I don't think Sarah stopped running yet. Now she stops.
Finding the reset option in Filippa. Just continuing the swinging.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, just knowing what to expect from one another.
Yeah.
I think a lot of players may be expecting that to getting hit open side, at least having the.
Yeah, I was looking break side.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, like that's where the throw is going to go. That's where the cut's going to go to. Wasn't thinking, oh, let's just throw it back across again with a blade. Yeah,
I mean, because as an effect of that field switch that they had, Sigtuna got two players in the end zone with defenders on the wrong side of them just because of the swing. So both of them rushing towards the open side. I mean, opening up the space for the breakthrow to happen. So I think all of that motion in tandem with one another is what created the whole symphony.
Ooh,
by Sara,
catch that
fielded by Vendelev and dodged by Alva there. A lot of hard cutting now from Örebro, just jab stepping, just full sprints, full stop.
Bit too fast, bit too far in front. Yeah.
Maybe not quite expected either, being that close to the sideline, but at least at that pace. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sigtuna call a timeout at some break chance. Given everything. But finding Oda there behind, poached, needing to find.
Flick and Sarah's a good
finds
target.
her favorite target.
Yeah.
End zone eyes for Oda, on the end zone hands for Sara.
From hearing from the sideline, calling home and away from Örebro, it seems like they were forcing middle, I guess, in an attempt to, well, generally speaking, when you force middle, you ask the other team to do a lot more running and swinging back and forth, keep them out there longer, which I guess is a good tactic as any against a team with only 6 players. Run them.
And I mean, yeah, in the sense, I mean, Örebro has the chance to do that on defense and on offense as well. If they feel confident enough to just keep it swinging amongst themselves, I mean, that's another way to tire out this Sigtuna squad, since the overlap of O and D is so great. Sigtuna, I mean, getting the better of them as of now, having a 4-2 lead. I think also being the ones that start out on defense, that's a 2-point or a 2-break advantage. Staying with this, I mean, way of play. A lot of low stall swinging, finding options, complete field switches from one sideline to the next. Finding that Moa, Vendela hitting in stride, Alva back to Vendela, high paced, and then just timed. Yeah, well timed continuation, catching the defender off guard a bit on the wrong foot maybe. I think even starting out behind a bit.
Yeah, you'll see Lynn checks one shoulder and Elonsson just takes the other.
Finding her way behind the back of Lynn there on the defensive end, and just when you're as a defender have your player on the back against you, you know, my days are numbered.
Yeah. So some people are really good at defending like that. It's not something I've been ever the best at, but yeah, some people prefer that.
But Örebro managing to stop the bleeding a bit, having their first hold of this, I mean, for them, hopefully new era. I'm not sure Sigtuna have been broken yet. Maybe they have. But Örebro at least looking for one to begin with, and then a second one after that to find their a lead.
Nice leading pass, taken high.
Nice reception there. Recognition from the Örebro defender. They're saying, yeah, you got me. But I mean, well run down, well defended there as well. Recognizing from the back of stack there, what's that? Sissi Erlandsson, that this deep shot is coming up. I need to get off my person and help play defense. And she's there, she contests Oda. She makes it so that she has to jump early, has to get at the apex. I mean, she comes down with it. So Sigtuna on with a massive pull.
Huge backhand.
Feel it once again. Open side. Open cut. Decides not to put it. Finding the hammer instead to Vendela. He's done a loop around the field. Getting it over. Lisa to Cornelia. Alba hitting Vendela.
To switch downfield.
So a bit of coverage here. Sara currently not covering anyone, but coming down there.
Figure out what it is that they're trying to do.
Stiff arming Vendela a bit, but
yeah.
nothing mean-spirited. But just jogging down, telling everyone that I got the deep space. If you take away something else, leave the deep space to me.
Yeah,
I'm patrolling. I'm on patrol.
I think Sara is just setting up camp in the deep space for the most part.
Coming down now to put on a mark. Bit of a bump. Following up, setting up that cushion deep. Switching off.
A long point here for Örebro.
Yeah. And I mean, often one of their players are open.
Whoa! Lots of tumbling there. Is everyone okay?
Seems to be somewhat of an injury. Yeah, called injury. It's not, I don't think during the layout, but rather after most of the contact is created. A trip maybe, or the ankle or the head maybe getting hit in an unfortunate way.
But is there a discussion?
I mean, it's tough since the I mean, Malin, who was part of that, part of that layout, has gotten off the field. So if Sara is to discuss with anyone, it's probably her.
Difficult to have a discussion with the person
not involved
when they're not there.
Yeah. I think asking some perspective from the people around.
Yeah. These layouts are a tough one.
I think they should know that VAR is available, since I think during the inaugural stream of this tournament was a Sigtuna stream, and just as we were setting up the streaming equipment, they asked for a VAR when we didn't quite have that ready yet. But foul has been called. It looked to be contested. I think it was. But sisterly replacement, Erlandsson for Erlandsson.
Good to have an extra.
So
we're going to see another layout D now from Sara.
Sara hunting for another block, but keeping her role as the deep defender now. Pointing, shouting a lot. Running herself.
That could be good. Oh, just forced to go up early. Yeah. Felt the pressure from Lina.
Yeah. Pressure defense. I think as soon as Örebro saw that they could drag Sara down a bit towards the handlers and open up the deep space, I think they feel like this is if we want to huck it deep, this is the opportunity we have now. Maybe liking the matchup, putting it, but just Lina there, just enough pressure to scare off the safe reception and putting the nerves up on, I think, the Örebro receiver.
Sigtuna still having the legs for some hard handler cuts. Some nice upline movement.
Sara finding Len. To Filippa, who might be looking for Sara. No, not yet. Finding it now. I think, yeah, needing to get the stack down a bit.
Oh, that's a bit of a trust.
Or maybe,
oh.
yeah, I think 3-on-1 there. Maybe with a bit more zip on it, but
just not as much curve, I think. It didn't come down straight on top of it. What sort of legs do Sigtuna have left in them?
There's been a long point, I think a couple turns, but also just long possessions, especially from Örebro. Needing a lot of passes to gain, you know, a significant amount of progression up the field. Just hitting a lot of these looks. Maybe Sigtuna showing a bit of tiredness now.
I think both teams showing a bit of tiredness.
Yeah, a lot of sagging, a lot of, but now closing it up a bit.
That throw looks a lot better.
Trying it again. Yeah. This time it's hit.
I think almost a relief for both teams there that they get a breath, get to breathe a little bit. Well, whatever Sigtuna is doing on defense is working. I will say that. It's just whether they have the legs to apply that same pressure is another question. Throughout the game, I mean. It's only going to get harder. The last 10 minutes now. Not having taken their time out yet, I will point out.
Yeah, neither team has. And so if Sigtuna can put this offensive hold in, they'll get another one after that. So maybe their defense is working, but it's also taking a while. So as a leg-saving measure, I think it's in their best interest to get fast offenses. Safe, but fast.
Safe, but fast.
Sofia getting open, Filippa getting open. Looking
That's
for...
hanging, is that gonna stay in? Oh.
A little bit too much.
This could be pretty big momentum swing here. With Sigtuna getting a little bit tired, a break here would really, feels like it would be a bit of a crushing for their spirits. Let's see what they can do to get this back, Sigtuna.
Cutting deep from Moa there. Then getting a bit stuck on the sideline, needing to find their open player. Finding Moa, hitting Selma, I believe. Swinging back. Ooh, Sofia there, yeah, nice.
Streaming through, so you will not get that under.
Yeah, I think Sigtuna really don't want to see the deep looks now. Most cutter defenders are just standing on the backs of the cutters and just saying, "Come down under, pick up the next look, but you're not going deep on me."
Oh, Sofia almost again.
And then contesting the unders as well. But
it's slow progress, but it is progress for Örebro.
When I want to say almost a drop, but it did. Maybe it wasn't caught in the intended way. Challenging deep. Not quite getting it. Sending it up.
Was, good position.
Peeling off.
Good communication.
Nice, yeah, good switch.
To recover position there. Things are always a little bit more dangerous when Alva has the disc.
No mark being put on.
No one in the end zone yet.
And then all those meters that they gained there, Örebro back at half field again. So yeah, for sure. I mean, something that Sigtuna is doing is working. A lot of looks are being looked off. Getting quite stuck now. Finding a release valve. And then that inbounds. Not enough receivers in the end zone.
Oh, a little bit of a...
Trying to squeeze it up the line, but there's not much space left to work with.
It's good hustle there from Sigtuna.
And I mean, if I was Sigtuna, I'd really want to take a timeout. This long of a point.
Yeah.
A break chance to take half. Opportunity to rest your players.
But who needs rest when you can just play more?
Who needs rest? I think. maybe getting a bit more progression up the field. But I mean, if they're ever feel like they're getting stuck, just take the time out, reset mentally, reset physically. But
there goes the big
Sara
hammer.
finding Sofia.
Perfect.
And I guess proving they should not listen to me. It's a reason that they're in the bronze game and I'm not.
Yeah,
and it's not just a division thing.
Hands on knees for a lot of players.
So with that,
halftime.
Yep. Sigtuna taking half and should be receiving on offense also. So with a chance to
that would be very good
finish
for
it
them.
up.
If they start offense, yes.
So they're leaving the disc where they caught it, heading over to the other end zone. The walk of, I don't know, neither shame nor fame, I guess. Walk of halftime.
Walk of tiredness.
Just walk of life. And then Filippa is the brave nominee as the fifth person on this Sigtuna line. So just shy of 5 minutes to go. Örebro needing 3 breaks, if my math is correct, to get back in this.
That's a big ask.
Given the...
Especially only with 4 minutes left.
Given everything that this match has been.
The big puts.
Ines streaking deep. Getting a bit floaty. Yeah, just boxed out a bit.
Yeah, went too far to the left there and the disc was over her head, making it difficult to read.
Not being able to catch it in stride either, but having to slow down and try to win the box out game by the end there. Malin Erlandsson just winning the space, winning the block, and earning the break chance for Örebro.
This saggy defense is back on again.
Ooh.
Oda has a sniff at that one. Vendela turning on the jets, but covered well.
Looking not all the way, but maybe soon. Coming back, clearing out the end zone. Starting to set up.
So close to scoring, getting closer, but still being held off by Sigtuna. A lot of players in the end zone.
A lot of people looking to do a lot of things. Getting
Scuba.
A couple of cuts.
Love to see it.
Cornelia being the one to punctuate that point with just a hard cut to the break side. And being met with a scuba all up in her chest. I mean, I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but I mean, a timeout for Sigtuna would be...
Yeah, also to
just
literally run the clock.
Yeah, just melt the clock.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes left, take a timeout, score this, and then...
Beneficial for the time, it's beneficial for their bodies, it's just... but yeah, I mean...
It's what it is, they just love Frisbee so much.
And that's just great. Pulled me maybe a bit too long. You see, maybe it isn't the briskest pace. I mean, it's not slow either. Getting it up to the brick point. Filippa finding Uda. Looking to Sara.
It is kind of fun to see.
Streaking deep, but not a lot of space. Just getting a comfortable reset. Another one.
Finding space on the open side and some fancy
Filippa I did not see how it developed, but she did something great to get that free.
I think defender was slightly misplaced, if I remember right.
Let's see, Filippa there by the front. And just
Alva thinking about following to the break side, expecting the hammer to come.
Filippa recognizing it, just putting her pedal against the metal, booking it towards the side of the end zone and just getting fed with it.
I do enjoy that Filippa and her brother, you can tell they have a similar pivot style. It's quite fun to see that it runs in the family.
Yeah, and I'd say the same as well for in Viksjöfors, the Axel and Filipovsky Hageby.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You can see the on the back end especially.
You can see who they go throwing with.
Yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily say the same thing about the sisters on Örebro, Malin and Sissi.
No, they actually have a slightly different...
Or Sara and Sofia for that matter. But
yeah. Guess not always the case.
Yeah.
Deep look. Looks like it's going to stay in bounds.
Yeah.
Nice work from Örebro. Little head spike. All right, I think this is game to, if Sigtuna score this, game to 9, sorry.
Yeah, right. Because the time went out just after the point was scored, I think, yeah.
Right, that's how Frisbee works. Who knows? Do love that head spike.
Nice.
Not
nice
often you see that.
Nice bit of compassion after as well, just respecting each other's game. Pull from Örebro. Fielded by Lina. Finding Filippa. Not open. Coming back is Uda.
There goes Sara.
And finding Sofia. Sara, bit too deep. And just enough there by Vendela to...
Crazy bid.
Deter. Let's see. If this is hit, we're going to Universe. A game a fate Sigtuna might not want, given the record of the last game. But it is against the team.
Got a pour on that.
I guess so. Hand block by Filippa. When it counts, when it matters most. Now just needing to find an option. Finding Sara. Who wants Sofia, I presume. Is telling her to continue. Get the run through.
Sideline furiously screaming that it's away force, and Sara reading that well.
Sara doing Sara things. Saying, I'm going deep, you better hit me, let's get this over with.
I think Sofia maybe wanted to throw it a little bit more to the break side. And
yeah, I think the plan was that way. I think
but it works out in the end.
Sara's defender, I forgot who he was, just says, leave this. But Moa there on Örebro to contest it quite a bit. Sara needing to do quite an athletic attempt to get the sky, but she manages. Sigtuna not needing... I mean, they have 3 options for a hold, or 3 chances.
Odds are in their favor.
Hopefully, they don't need too many, at least speaking on their behalf. I'm, of course, not hoping for anything. I'm an unbiased, unbiased non-local commentator. So, Örebro requiring this hold, otherwise their game and tournament is over.
Ooh.
Just shy of a
little nervy,
getting a little necklace for their way home. Getting a bit stuck.
Ooh.
Finding an option.
I feel like I heard a touch on that as well.
Malin finding Vendela. Back to Malin.
The deep space there.
Switching coming up.
Oh, both the Eklunds recognizing that.
With a chance to end. Break chance is a bronze chance. Sofia finding Filippa. Ura cutting down. Deep shot, looking. Sara on Cornelia.
Oh.
It's done. Game is up.
Bronze medal goes to Sigtuna.
Here. Hello Stockholm 2025 bronze medalists, women division, Sigtuna.
Commiserations to Örebro, but well done on coming 4th That is not half bad.
I think it is an improvement from last year, from both teams. Unfortunately, only one team can take bronze. This time, the grit of Sigtuna and their short roster grinds it out to the very last point, showing we don't need an offensive point to take this home. We'll take it on the defense. And showing so.
Yeah, great work. Up next, we have the men's final, a rematch of last year's final, hybrid versus Örebro. This is going to be an exciting one, I think.
I'm not sure who is on the call for this one, if it's...
Might be us, might be someone new.
Might be us.
Stay tuned and find out.
It is not us.
We are being replaced.
It is some Devonites.